The Miami Dolphins beat the Atlanta Falcons in a big fashion. And for everyone that wanted to tank, I got some good news for you. What is up, Finn fans? Miami Dolphins demolish the Atlanta Falcons 34-10. And like I said, everyone who wanted to tank and Mendoza's out of the picture and this and that, I got some good news for you. We're going to look at the draft positioning and everything, but the Jets did win today. So that does help the Miami Dolphins if they continue to lose after this game. But real quick, I do have to shout out today's sponsor, and that is Sleeper. Go check them out. You get that free $20 entry. You don't have to deposit nothing. But if you want to deposit, you get 100% up to $100 if you use the promo code DDW. Fantastic fantasy app. So let's go over the stats. Tua Tagovailoa, 20 for 26, 205 yards, and 4 touchdowns, 138 passer rating. And I know people are going to say, oh, who cares? The Falcons suck, and he only could do it against bad teams, and yada yada. Look, Tua's been sucking a lot lately, but when the man does well against the number 1 pass defense, the number 2 total defense, you got to give the man some credit. And he deserves some credit. He played fantastic today. Devon Achane, 18 carries, 67 yards. Ollie Gordon, 10 carries, 46 yards. Didn't run as much yardage-wise, but still, again, dominated. Jalen Waddle, 99 receiving yards and a touchdown. Malik Washington, 36 yards and a touchdown. Devon Achane, 24 yards and a touchdown. And Ollie Gordon, 20 yards and a touchdown. 1 fumble recovery from Terrell Dotson on Bijan Robinson. And we only had 1 sack on the day from Jordan Brooks. Outside of that, pretty good. And then you look at Kirk Cousins, 21 for 31, 173, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He didn't really do much. He missed on a lot of throws, though. Bijan Robinson, 9 carries for 25 yards. Their rushing touchdown came from Tyler Algier, 4 carries, 4 yards. The Dolphins shut down the Atlanta Falcons run game, and they are, let me look at this, the number 4th rushing offense in the NFL. Shout out to the Dolphins defense. Kyle Pitts was the leading receiver, 9 catches, 59 yards. They had only 1 sack on the day from D. Alford. Outside of that, they didn't do anything. And then you look at team stat wise, the Dolphins had more yards. They had more first downs, 24 first downs to 11 first downs, less penalties, more third down conversions, 6 of 13, 1 of 2 on 4th downs. They didn't convert a 4th down at the end of the game. Red zone trips, 3 for 5. The Falcons were 1 for 2. Time of possession, 37 minutes to 22 minutes. The Dolphins completely destroyed the Atlanta Falcons. And going into this game, I did not think that was going to happen. I had us losing 27-10. I thought that they were going to run all over us, and they have a very good defense, and we weren't be able to do much on offense because of their defense. Then I find out that Tua had a swollen eye and all this stuff. And, man. Rasul Douglas had a fantastic game. Jordan Brooks had a fantastic game. Ollie Gordon was running hard. Tua had a fantastic game. Alec Ingold had a fantastic game with the lead blocking. Devon Achane, the defensive line stopping the run. The offensive line opening the run. Again, only giving up 1 sack. All of a sudden, this team played like a team that you would think would be sitting here at 5-2 instead of sitting here at 2-6. But hey, they came out. They took care of business. They owned the whole entire game, and it was an absolute fantastic game. I'm looking at my notes to see and I also think the reason the Dolphins played as well as they did is Kevin Harlan was announcing the game. Yeah, the defense with the forced fumble. The backups came in with 8 minutes and 33 seconds left. It was that big of a butt whooping that we went out there and just completely dominated their team, which again, I did not expect. Now, is it because the Atlanta Falcons were looking ahead? Because who are they playing next? They are playing the Patriots. So there's a possibility. They might have saw the Dolphins and then saw the Patriots and the Colts the next 2 games and thought to themselves, we'll take care of this game, and then we have some big competition coming up because they didn't take us seriously, and we came out and beat the brakes off on. We haven't won a game like this all season. When we beat the Jets, it was only 27-21. Like, we destroyed them. Now we got a short week. We're going to face the Ravens, who came off their first victory. Lamar Jackson will be back. I honestly think he didn't play today because he was coming back for Thursday and they wanted him to be healthy. Then we have the Bills and we have the Commanders. So 3 tough game stretch, and all of them should be home games, but obviously we're playing in Madrid. Then we have a bye. Then we have the Saints and the Jets. So again, for the people who wanted to tank, we'll talk about that. We still control our tank destiny, right? If we lose to the Jets and the Saints, that really puts us in a situation where we're probably have that number 1 overall pick. You look at the Cleveland Browns, they face the Jets next week. They'll probably get that win. They also face the Titans. They'll probably get that win. They face teams that they will beat in the Raiders, right? So they'll win games and they'll get closer. But if you look right now, this is what the tankathon looks like. We're picking 5 because, again, the win head-to-head matchup doesn't matter. So, being that if we split the series with the Jets, since they have a harder strength of schedule than us, that means that we go ahead of them. As you see here, the Cleveland Browns have an easier strength of schedule. That's why they're ahead of us. We're picking 5 right now. Tennessee's not taking a quarterback. Saints will take a quarterback. Cleveland probably will take a quarterback. Like, you're looking at 4 teams right now. Again, Miami, in my opinion, I think they should take one. Will they? I don't know. Again, the front office has a different mentality than us Dolphin fans have. I'll go more into this tomorrow, talking more about the future and is the tank over and yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. But just keep playing. Right? No moves are going to be made. I honestly am now dead set on what my hypothesis was on Monday, essentially thinking that the reason that Stephen Ross isn't making any moves is because he's tanking. So he's, now that they won too, and they won in such a fashion, he's definitely not going to make any moves till the end of the season. So again, you still have to face the Bills. You still have to face the Ravens, Washington. You got to face the Steelers. You got to face Tampa Bay. You got to face New England. That's 6 games right there where you are a massive underdog. So, best case scenario to me, they're a 5-12 team. But we'll see. We'll see how that all pans out. Again, don't freak out too much if you want to lose, which I don't know. Again, I'm not one for tanking. Just play to win the game. Hello, that's my thought process. But the Dolphins came out, the Falcons did not take them seriously, and for the first time stuck with the run, and the run opened up play action. Tua missed on like a few passes here and there, but if you honestly expect a quarterback to hit on every single one of their passes, that's not realistic in the NFL. But he was making passes. The touchdown pass to Malik Washington was a great way of evading the pressure, rolling out to his left, threw a dart there, threw a beautiful pass over 2 defenders to Jalen Waddle. Like, he was making good throws. And this is the inconsistency, right? I said it on the Dolphin Collective. I'll talk about it again Tuesday on the Dolphin Collective, where that's what Tua does. We fully expect him to have bounce back games, especially a horrible game against Cleveland. And here's his bounce back game. Now I got to face the Baltimore, which they are a bad defense. So we'll see what happens there. Then you face Buffalo. So we'll see how the next 2 games pan out. But, they get the W, big victory. Enjoy it. Like I said, long season. The wheels, again, to the people who want that number 1 overall pick, the wheels can fall off. Also, you can trade up. Now, the trade deadline, that's a horse of a different color. That's something we're going to talk about. I'm going to make a video about that on Saturday, because this win might have highlighted some players, and maybe some teams that need some players the Dolphins might trade. So, again, there's a lot to talk about, but I have a short week. So tomorrow, we're going to talk a little bit about the future after this victory. Is there a change in the future? Tuesday, I think I'm going to put out the preview video, or Wednesday, and then you got the picks, and then I'll be live. My dad is sitting over here, but he won't be here on Thursday because it's a Thursday night game and he's got work. But Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow, unless some breaking news happens, which I doubt because the Dolphins got a victory. So I will see you tomorrow with breaking down a little bit more of what happened and the future of this team. Well, usual, stay classy and fins up.